everything should be fine. So, uThermal up 1 game, going into game number 2. uThermal spawning in the top. The Dutch Hope, not in orange colors, unfortunately, wearing blue, playing
Yep.
for AT Gaming, CM Storm.
And his opponent spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map from alternate attacks. It is the German player Lambo. Like I was gonna say, this is gonna be really hard for Lambo. Just when you see the games that uThermal has had today. In the last game, he did a very good job of controlling his Marines again. He was very Marine heavy, but the control from uThermal is just top notch in these games. And I feel like Lambo has to switch it up a little bit because. Do you think he can win a long game against uThermal in the form he is right now?
In the form he is right now, I think he could, but it would be very, very, very close in my opinion if it happened.
Yeah, I mean Lambo is playing really good today, and I feel like this series could go the long run. It could go to 3 games because the way Lambo played against CPU earlier today, that was just very good. That was ZVP though, right?
Yeah.
Not ZVT. So that might make a little bit of a difference. I don't know. You saw Lambo yesterday. Did you see him play against Terran?
Actually, I don't think I saw a ZVZ from him and a ZVP, I think. And in the ZVP he looked phenomenal, I have to say. I think he played versus Monty, I believe, from Alien Invasion, and then he played versus Minato, and he lost that one. But no, I have not seen any ZVTs from him yesterday.
A lot of support for uThermal in the chat, of course. Makes a lot of sense in the Dutch StarCraft League that people are going to be cheering for the Dutch guy. Not to mention that he is just a very skilled player and a nice guy overall. But I do remember that during the qualifiers we had the army of Lambo in one of the casts.
Really?
That was awesome. Yeah. I was casting with Jeroen, I think it was, and all of a sudden, like 20 or 30 people just came into the chat, all from Germany, that were watching his stream that he was streaming on before that, and then he joined the Dutch StarCraft League in the qualifiers, and they were all like Lambo, Lambo, and there was nothing to get rid between those guys, and they were awesome. And they cheered for him as he won that day, I do believe, and that was very funny to see. Sadly, the army isn't here now, though.
I would love to have my own army someday.
The Belnoir army?
Yeah.
I'll definitely be cheering your name in it, though.
Alright, here comes uThermal once again, opening in the same manner as he did before. Now this is the second time we see uThermal play on this map. And last time around he did go and attack with 3 Reapers. He is doing the same as he did versus FMTC. Good micro so far. The 3rd Reaper is crossing the map right now.
Yeah, his micro has been incredible. You can see that this guy has done this trick a lot with the Reapers. He's comfortable with it, and he pushes back just one shot before they would have been dead. I do like the move that Lambo does with the Zerglings on the ledge, where the Reapers can jump in. So that if they were to jump into the base, the Zerglings would get an instant surround. And of course, in the front of the base, the Queen should be sufficient to hold this off for now. But one of the Queens getting very low on health, and they could give him the chase.
Ooh.
And like last game, he loses one of the Queens, and he doesn't pick up.
Oh my god! And he gets away with the remaining Reapers. Wow.
I'm pretty sure that by saying, "Oh my god," you're just giving in to the chat that is convinced that uThermal is indeed one of those beings. But he is just playing excellent, I would like to say. And he didn't advance in WCS, but the form he was in already there was so good. And today in the Dutch StarCraft League, he's showing the same thing. And he's one of the guys that could go very far in this tournament.
Yeah, I actually seen uThermal being compared to Maru in the WCS chat after he defeated MKP. One of the guys in the chat said, as the games versus Letod began, one of the guys said, "Wow, uThermal plays like a slightly sloppier version of Maru." Which is a huge compliment if you think about it, because even if it's said in this manner, when someone compares you to Maru, you know you're doing something good, right?
Yes, that's definitely true. I mean, Maru is of course one of the best Terran players in the world. So if you if you make people remember that player, then you're definitely you've got your things together in StarCraft.
Yeah, and it's pretty logical because comparing these two, because both are playing a very aggressive style of constantly attacking your opponent throughout the game. Looks like Lambo was trying to find an opening and tried to skim past the wall off, but uThermal too good for that. He left his door closed.
I like that what Lambo did there, though. He knows the timings that uThermal moves out with this little bit of a fiery squad of Hellions, and he wanted to abuse that. Sadly for him, there was a wall holding the Zerglings back, and it didn't accomplish anything except maybe buying a little bit of time for himself.
You know, I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of the previous game when we saw the Roach bailing bus, because so far it's looking like that. A lot of Roaches already on the field, non-stop laying being produced. uThermal just now checked the third base, saw that there are no drones there, no queens, nothing. And Morlings even being produced. Lambo is staying on 40 drones. Let's see what uThermal's reaction is. This is the same thing FMTC did versus uThermal. uThermal getting up 2 bunkers, 3 bunkers even, at his natural base. He knows he has to hold this off. Will this attack work out a little bit better than it did for FMTC?
Well, so far, it's just like watching that game all over again, in all honesty. It's going almost the exact same way. We can see the upgrades on the front already probably gonna be cancelled by killing the engineering base. There's already the same force behind it. The only difference is the Widow Mines, and I don't think that's a difference that Lambo is going to really enjoy because there's no detection. And
yeah,
these bunkers are doing a lot of damage. Sure, the first bunker goes down, but that's not the thing that he should be concerned about. It's all these SCV repairing the bunkers behind it, and behind that there's even another bunker. Veilings go in, and they do a pretty good job killing 2 of the bunkers off. Maybe killing that last one off as well. No, but it's going better than for FMTC, but it's still a long road to go.
Yeah, it's going way better.
Way better.
10 SCVs have been killed. The Roaches are still alive. Couple of Bailings morphing in. All the bunkers have been destroyed. The Hellions have been destroyed as well. Only a small group of infantry units remaining. uThermal trying to target down as many of those Bailings as he can, but right now he knows and he realizes that the natural is forfeit. He's floating that back inside his main base. 23 SCVs have gone down in this attack. Really nicely executed by Lambo, and he's not done yet.
It didn't look as good at the beginning, but then the Bailings had very good hits, and one of the things I noticed later on is that they also took out all the Widow Mines with the splash damage, so they didn't take any damage from that after that. So that's really good for Lambo. Now he's containing his opponent a little bit. I don't think that Lambo can break the ramp. I don't think he should try to break the ramp. He should just go back, know that he has 3 bases, make drones. He's doing that right now, and then he's gonna be very much ahead in this game, and that's a good start to game number 2 for him.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, even in TVT, breaking a well-entrenched Terran in a defensive position on high ground is a really tough task. Most of the time, 90% of the time, it's cost inefficient for you to do that. You're going to be throwing a lot of units up that ramp without really getting much progress in return. So Lambo did the right thing, as you said. He went back to drones, he's teching up a little bit, he's getting his lair finally, he's getting his upgrades finally. So pretty much if we take a look at this, tech-wise the game has been reset. Economy-wise, however, Lambo is miles ahead of uThermal right now.
Yep, definitely. Just had a little bit of a smile when I logged to the right. I saw in the chat Fear Ometting saying this looks like a repeat of my series, which it does. But he did a lot better here. Lambo did a lot of damage, and he's gonna drop right now. But I feel like Lambo might spot that with the patrolling Zergling that's going on there.
This is such a nice touch.
That's gonna help him out a lot, because uThermal needs to do something to even out the game once again. Drops could be yet, and look at the army movement from Lambo. He saw that drop, and he's going to stop that. One of the other nice things for Lambo is that, going back by uThermal by the way, is that he also set back the upgrades, because uThermal started upgrades really early on. If you check the production tab right now, you'll see that it evened out a lot.
Yeah, but Lambo may have missed the second medevac. Oh no, he did not. He is moving
No.
units in position right now. So beautiful defense. Not a
Yep.
single unit was actually unloaded from those medevacs. He's sending some units to the 4th base as well. Very nice army splitting right now, and this is a completely different Lambo than what we saw in game number 1 on Frost. Spire is just about to finish. How much gas does Lambo have? 500. That's not a lot for a scary amount of Mutalisks, but considering how low of an econ game this is for uThermal right now, it could be enough. Let's see the anti-air in the main base and in the natural. Non-existent. The number of Marines. How are we doing on that front? Well, it's quite enough, 25. So uThermal should be fine against Mutalisks for now.
Yep. This is definitely a Lambo that's saying, Belnoir, Odin, you're crazy. I can beat this guy. Just watch me do it. And he's looking very good. He's got all the right moves so far. He's been holding off the drops left and right. And the damage that was done last game is just not happening for uThermal. Even catching a drop in the middle of the map where he tries to just pick up one Zergling and gets punished for that, loses a Widowmine and 2 Marines. He will see these Balings moving in though and morphing in, and uThermal is pushing across the map, and this has to do something because this is his entire army.
Well, it has to buy time more than anything, but look at Lambo swarming forward, not caring one bit how much units he loses. GG! 1-1.